Part 1, Chapter 1, Trial and Error. Salty tears fell from the heavens, weeping in a somber rhythm, as a yellow cab pulled into the driveway of the old house. On the doorstep, a girl stood with impatient rigidity, waiting as she had for the last 15 minutes. When the cab finally skidded to a halt, she let out a sharp, ragged sigh, clenching her bags in a white-knuckled fist. She was extremely pale and thin, shivering visibly from the cold, damp air.
It's about time.
She muttered. As the driver stepped out to load her things into the trunk, her mother, a middle-aged woman with delicate flowing hair, raced frantically towards her.
Ellie!
The woman said, her voice heavy with hesitation. She drew a soft, trembling breath, placing her hands on the girl's shoulders, and stared deeply into her eyes.
This decision has nothing to do with you. No matter how much you believe you are the cause of it, you aren't. Things just... they don't work out the way we want them to. If you come live with me, I promise we can work things out together. You shouldn't have to go on this adventure alone.
Ellie bit her lip, her blue eyes locking onto her mother's before she shrugged off the woman's hands.
Let's cut the bullshit, Mom.
Ellie snapped.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to take me away from Dad, just so that you can play your devious cards and make him look like the asshole. Well, guess what? You're both wrong. Ever since I was a little girl, you've both been at each other's throats, and I couldn't do a damn thing about it, because I was still a child. But now, I've taken my life back. You and Dad can live your miserable, manipulative lives together. Or maybe not. I don't care. Maybe one day, when you're both in a grave, I'll forgive you for your ignorance. But for now, I'm leaving. And if you even try to follow me, I'll have you arrested for harassment and neglect. That's all I've felt through my 18 years of life.
Ellie's words cut deep. Her mother stood silent, searching for a voice that wouldn't betray her, finally offering a slow, defeated nod.
Fine.
She whispered.
I know I messed up, but that doesn't mean I'll ever stop loving you. You're an adult now, and you're entitled to your own decisions. Just know that if you ever need a place to stay, if there's whatever is left in that cold, empty heart of yours to forgive me, we can make amends. We can start over.
Ellie ignored the plea, looking past her mother to the taxi driver, who was tapping his steering wheel with impatient urgency. She wrapped her mother in one brief, stiff hug and broke away before the woman could respond. The contact lingered for only a second, a hollow realization settling in her chest. She had vowed to never let herself be loved again. A profound sense of hopelessness washed over her, mixed with a sharp sting of regret and cold, creeping malice regarding the way her life had soured. She blamed herself for everything, the dysfunction at home, the bullying at school, that only added to the wreckage. She had always felt there is something inherently wrong with her, something that forced her to remain distant from her peers. Caught in her own world, she spent the days drawing butterflies on her skin, in spots where depression felt heaviest. As the cab pulled onto the road, Ellie's eyes glazed over, fixated on the passing blur of the window. She barely noticed the driver, a middle-aged man with a crisp foreign accent, glancing at her frequently in the rearview mirror. His eyes held a spark of genuine friendliness, utterly at odds with the gloom of the morning.
Penny for your thoughts, miss.
Ellie felt an icy, churning sensation in her stomach. She opened her mouth to speak, then snapped it shut, swallowing the words before they could manifest into something she would regret.
No,
She said, simply staring back into the gray boring outside.
my thoughts aren't worth the price of your fare.
The driver shifted in his seat, gripping the steering wheel a little tighter, and at once, his expression falling.
Fair enough. Sorry I asked.
He spoke softly, then reached up and slid the divider closed, sealing himself away from the cold-hearted girl he was tasked to drive. The young pale girl continued to gaze out the window with a vacant expression even as the rain slowed to a light mist. As the taxi idled at a red light, Ellie glanced down at her phone, which pinged as a breaking news notification. Her eyes lit up with a sudden delight as she scanned the screen.
Aurora Borealis has been seen all over the world starting at 4 p.m.
She mouthed, a rare, slight tinge of comfort warming in her chest. The Aurora Borealis was one phenomenon she'd always dreamed of witnessing. Researching the atmosphere light display, browsing through pictures, and watching video clips were among the few things that ever truly intrigued her. As the taxi resumed the journey toward her destination, Ellie returned her gaze out the window. Beyond the rain pelts clinging to the glass, something peculiar caught her attention. American Crestal Hawk, following the cab in close proximity. Whenever the car paused and a stop sign or yield, the hawk would perch nearby, its fixing gaze as if it were searching for something specific. Ellie watched mesmerized as the small bird trailed the vehicle until they finally pulled into the airport terminal. The cabbie slid open the divider and turned around.
Your fare is $32.50.
Ellie looked at him, dug into her pockets, and pulled out two $20 bills.
Keep the change.
She said with a devious smirk. She exited the vehicle, waiting for the driver to pop the trunk. The moment it lifted, she grabbed her suitcase and headed into the terminal. Her grand adventure away from home was now only 3 hours away.